can read.
No, no,
Holy
asking.
gods, this one.
Just that's not
What
right.
is? X.
X,
Is that in the beginning?
I can
read.
read in the beginning.
If she's tired, I can read.
Okay,
Roman
yes.
letters.
We can take turns.
She can read it. Okay.
Where are
Mira,
we? Where did
oh,
we-
oh, ye God.
Okay. O ye gods, may we hear with our ears always what is auspicious. O worshipful
Peace
ones,
invocation.
may we with our eyes see always what is auspicious. May we live the entire length of our allotted life hale and hearty, offering our praises unto thee. May Indra, the ancient and the famous, Pusan, the sun, the all-knowing, the lord of swift motion, Vayu, who saves us from all harms, and Brahaspati, who protects the spiritual wealth in us, bless us with the intellectual strength to understand the scriptures and the heroic heart to follow the teachings. Om, peace be, peace be, peace be. Om Shanti.
So this last line I absolutely love.
Yeah.
You know, that bless us with the intellectual strength to understand the scriptures and the heroic heart to
Follow it.
follow the teachings, because that's what the whole goal is,
So
right?
difficult.
But that's why we are practicing. Okay, so मेरा वो निकल गया यहाँ से. Oh gosh, I had put something in there. Where were we? Yeah.
116.
So we are 154 in my book. In yours book, it's going to be different. It's verse 26, because we finished 28.
Yeah.
168.
168 in that book. So we finished, we were talking about how different theories are floating out there. So here, you want
Where do you want me to read?
oh, let's do the Sanskrit.
Okay. Yeah.
Panchavishak ityeke
Pancha-vishaya ityeke.
Pangvisha iti chapare Shadvisha iti chapare Ekatrinshak ityahuhu
Ekatrinshak ityahu.
Ananta iti chapare.
Ananta iti chapare.
Okay, now I'm looking.
I think we should read this Sanskrit, the words also.
Okay, you go ahead and read.
Go ahead, please.
Pancha-vishanka means 25 categories. Oh. Or principles. Iti means that, reality. AK, some. Shad Vishans are 26 categories. Why Panch is also 26 categories and Shad Visham is also.
Shad is 6.
Shad is,
Visha is 26.
Oh, Panch is okay.
so it's 26 ho gaya na?
Vishank must be 20. Vishank may be 20 and so 25,
Yes,
26.
you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Iti, that, Uparecha and others. Ekatraya Dasham, 31 categories. Three Shanka. Iti, that reality. Ahu, say, Ananta, infinite categories. Iti, that reality, Uparecha and yet others. So it's talking about some categories.
Yeah.
These words.
This is good. We should read like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we were always
We were doing it.
yeah, and
We,
then
when
yeah.
Sneha was there, then we stopped. Now she came back, so we'll do it again. Yeah.
Okay, Nivina.
Some say.
Some say
that the reality consists of 25 categories. To others it is 26. To some others it is 31. And there are yet some others who consider it to be infinite in number. The very fact that Gaudapada has strung these people together in one stanza, and also that he has, in the style of his language, hinted at them by mere arithmetical digits, clearly shows the satirical view in which the master is at his desk at this moment. The Samkhyan,
The Sankhya.
okay,
Sanskrit is Sankhya.
okay, Sankhyans believe that there are altogether 25 categories which together constitute the eternal reality. According to them, the seed nature,
Moola
Moola
Prakriti.
Prakriti, undergoes a modification called Vikriti, and thus it becomes Mahat, intelligence, Ahankara, egoism, and Tanmatras, subtle elements. These are called the 7
Vikritis of the Prakriti.
Okay, Vikritis of the Prakriti. Now each one of these 7 still undergoes another change called Vikara. Thus Mahat changes into the 5 organs of perception: ear, skin, eye, tongue and nose. Ahankara into the 5 organs of action: speech, hands, feet, anus and genital. The Panchamatras into the 5 sense objects: sound, touch, form, taste, and smell, and the subtlest aspects, sattva of the panch
Pantanmatra.
Panchtanmatras together constitute the human mind. Thus we get altogether 16 vikaras. To the Samkhyans, the Mool Prakriti plus the 7 Vikritis plus the 16 vikaras plus the Purusha, the vital factor, constitute the 25 categories which are supposed to be the reality behind the pluralistic world. But to the yogins, as represented by Patanjali, they add one more factor into the total multiple reality. Thus, adding an
Ishwar Tattva.
Ishwar Tattva to the above 25 items, they consider the reality to be of 26 factors. Okay.
So you can see that he just said the numbers and
Yeah.
there is so much behind it.
Yeah.
What it is. Okay.
There is yet a school of thinkers called Pashupatas who consider the reality to be constituted of 31 factors. In fact, when we go strictly to the very textbooks of the Pashupatas, we find that their concept includes altogether 36 items. They are Shiva, Sukha, Sadashiva, Ishvara, Vidya, Purusha, Maya, time, Kala, Kal, Niyati, fate, Kal, Avidya, ignorance, Rag, attachment, unmanifest of Prakriti, Mahat, Ahamkara, Manas, organs of perception, organs of action.
Five organs.
Five
of
organs.
perception.
Okay, sorry, 5 organs of perception, 5 organs of action, 5 tanmatras, and the 5 elements. Here, Bhagwan Gaudaprada has mentioned only 31, perhaps by dropping items from time, 8, to raga, 12, since they constitute nothing but the implications of Maya, 7. There are still others who believe that the reality is constituted of an infinite number of categories.
So anyway, we don't need to go in all that detail, but
Yeah.
somebody wants to, they know where it's coming from, that number. Yeah. Okay, now maybe Nisha can read the next. Let's do the...
So what do you mean by this, the reality?
Okay, the whole thought process came that he was talking about that how that substratum or Turiya state is totally unaffected. And jitni bhi theories floating ho rahi hai na, actually it is at a relatively real plane, meaning it's not ultimate reality. But अपने मन को समझाने के लिए इतनी सारी theories floating around, and he's not saying each one is at that particular point in your life it's okay, but that's not the ultimate reality. That's where the whole thought process comes. So everybody kind of gets it, right? And the reason we are doing all this is because it resonates with, हमने सुनी है ये सारी बातें. So he's taking us above it. That's all. So we are just doing this exercise to know, because human mind is such, if you don't know, you can't go above.
You
Yeah.
can. Without knowing, you can.
No, you cannot. Your doubt will be constantly, oh, Patanjali was saying that this was, hey, okay, fine. He's just telling you everything is there. Don't worry. Means to transcend something first, you gotta
Acknowledge, yeah.
mess with it first, and then say, okay, now I get it. Now I can transcend it. That's why he's taking us through this journey.
Because actually Gita mein Sankhya Yoga, he did very limited.
He did.
Because his aim was to have him fight. So
Yeah,
he was
but-
telling the practical yogas and everything.
It's like everybody's mind, this thing come, why the world was created, how
Yeah.
it came about, उसका समाधान के लिए सारी theories हैं. But end में हमने वो example लिया ना कि it's like a dream. Whatever happened in the dream, it does not affect me when I wake up. So if I wake up to the higher reality, it can be 100 different theories. What difference it makes? Or we talked about that snake and the rope. I can see so many different kinds of snake, but is the rope going to affected by the snake, no matter whether it's a green snake or a blue snake? It's not going to get affected. So that's what it is. Okay, so let's do one more. Can we do just one more? We have a few
Yeah.
minutes, because otherwise we don't move
Yeah.
forward in our thing.
Okay. You read this.
Yeah. Lokan lokavita prahuhu
लोकान् लोकविदः प्राहुः
आश्रमा इति तद्विदः
आश्रमा iti tadvidah
स्त्री पुंसकः
napunsakam.
पुंसकम.
No, napunsakam.
No, it's not Napunsaka.
Yeah, English
Oh,
mein
maybe.
liga niche.
I know, but I'm not breaking the sandhi in when I'm singing. Sometimes I have to, sometimes I don't. So, Stri Puna Punsaka Punsakam
पुनः
Lainga Para Paramatha Pare.
लिंगा परा परमार्थ परे.
I messed it up, but
No, that-
I'm not also not
No,
perfect
pum.
at this.
It is like a stri pum napunsakam.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It is Stri
Puma.
and then it's like talking about male, female, and Napunsak. So that way you're correct. It's talking about three different things. Okay, who wants to read this?
Lokan is of the people. Lokvida is knowers of the people. Prahu is declare. Ashrama is iti. Ashrama.
Ashrama iti is the stages of
life
life.
to be.
Oh.
O Prahu is declare. Ashrama iti is the stages of life to be. Tadvida is knowers of that. Stri pum napunsukam. Feminine, masculine, and neutral. Langa, knowers of genders. Oh. Per aparam. The higher and the lower Brahma. And at upare and others.
So this is Brahman, okay? Because Brahma is different than Brahman, so don't get confused with that.
Okay.
Brahma is just one aspect of Brahman. Huh? When you say Brahman, it is that God, ultimate reality, that.
Those who know only how to please others, the Laukikas, call it the reality, or the act of pleasing the world. Those who recognize the ashrams and faithfully follow the rules of those ashrams consider it the reality. To be the ashramas, to be the grammarians. It the reality is but the male and the female and the neuter genders. And some others consider Brahman to be manifest or unmanifest, para and apara. Do you want to
Yeah,
read?
just finish it off because it's very small now.
To the worldly people, Laukikas, of the type of social workers and politicians, who live the life and spend their entire energy in making the world happy, the only reality is the service which renders everybody happy. There are some who are ashramvadins, like Daksha and others of the mythological fame, who consider that to remain in one particular ashram strictly conforming to all the detailed instructions of the ashram dharma is the only reality worth recognizing in this world of multiple activities. To the grammarians, of course, the reality consists of the genders, the male, the female, and the neuter. There is yet another school of thinkers, and here Godpad means a school among the Vedantic themselves, who consider that the reality has two facets, called absolute and the relative, the higher and the lower Brahma.
So like Purush Prakriti or like those kind of things. So he just basically what he did, he took the entire spectrum of different beliefs and he just brought it to our attention that's what. And then I was saying that in the world we see that people get so stuck to their path they don't even want to pursue it anything higher. They become that as a goal. So he's just cautioning that don't just get stuck over there.
Like, what is the thing that he's talking about Daksha? Daksha is the one who thought he was more higher than Shiva and he didn't invite him.
Yeah, वही वाली story. So Daksha, जैसे कि he's just cautioning कि वो अपना एक worldly goal जो होता है ना उसी में हम ऐसे हो जाते हैं कि हम वो higher को देखते ही नहीं हैं. Right? People just finish their whole life and then they मार काट सब कुछ कर देंगे उसी में, but they don't even want to go beyond it. So I think that's what we need to gather from this whole thing. But he's just brought every kind of thing that we have heard of so far. He has encompassed everything. Because he's trying to bring us to the Turiya state.
That we have to rise above all these states.
Yes, there you got it. So,
Time 12:39.
yeah.
Yeah, these two are short ones.
Om Sarve Bhavantu
Bhavantu
Sukhina
Sukhina,
Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Om Astoma
Satgamaya Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Trayambakam
Yajamhe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om
Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Do the food one, then we'll do the 3 times Om. Om Brahmarpanam Brahma Havihi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahma Vetena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. So since Manju is not here, we'll,
She should be.
you want to do 3 times Om?
Start.
Yeah.
So my main
3 or 5
confusion
times.
is-
We can do it with
You
you.
will follow.
And
Yeah.
according to Mandukya, I just want to tell you, since we are doing Mandukya, so it's talking about U and Ma. That's why we go U and Ma.
Yeah.
And then the silence is the Turiya state.
Yeah, that how long the
You can
silence,
choose.
that's up to you.
Just
Yeah.
decide.
Yeah, we don't want to make it too long here because we can do our practices
Because
at
भूख
home.
लग रही है ना.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
ना वो
जो को भूख
मतलब-
लग रही है तो हम थोड़ा सा
नहीं, I want the same consensus because I keep waiting and then it doesn't.
So we'll let you, but don't make it too long. Just for this.
Yeah. No.
I'm impressed.
ठीक है? Okay. So
Alright.
here goes.
Spine straight. No.
And the feet should touch the ground because my feet hardly touch the
I
ground.
don't see the spine straight here. This spine is not straight. That one is not straight.
चलो सुनो टीचर को.
नहीं बिल्कुल स्ट्रेट है.
No, it's not straight.
इस पे है.
हाँ अब थोड़ा सा straight हुआ.
But at an angle, I think. This is straight too, but it's at an
कोशिश
angle.
करो थोड़ा
I think
straight
she
होने
wants
की.
us to
You can't touch the chair. You
थोड़ा सा
can't touch the
कोशिश
chair.
करो, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
ओए फिर तो दर्द करेगी.
You let everybody be their comfort
Yeah,
level. It's
you
okay.
should be comfortable.
Okay, let's take a deep breath. Focus our attention to the Christ conscious center that's between 2 eyes. शांति अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथ्वी शांति आपः शांति रोषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ